welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. You're one of the 6 people who are here. Like, it's reading time. I was channeling something while I was just doing my skincare the other night. So this might be you guys, or you might be cross-watching and this is someone you're connected to. Take it how it resonates. Someone's feeling like they've lost the plot. Something's been set into motion and now they kind of can't control it anymore. Someone was so busy trying to achieve the goal. Whatever that goal was, the process to get there was so difficult and demanding and arduous. I want to say so total, like a total encompassing of your life, of mental energy. It took everything and it was so demanding. There's almost no time to think about anything else, right? And then the line in Jurassic Park popped in my head and it was like, you're so busy asking if you can that you didn't stop to ask if you should. So that's really what this is. It's like someone has been so focused on whether or not they can achieve something that they didn't stop to think, like, is this truly what I want? Again, it's like now something's been set in motion and it almost feels like it's too late or something's uncontrollable, which then made me think of like Frankenstein. You've created something that you can't control anymore. Let's get some tarot for this situation. 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups. That's not what I was expecting, but okay. Ace of Wands, 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands, 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, bottom of the deck. Switching decks for some clarification. Okay. 5 of Swords and the Lovers. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, bottom of the deck. What's this Ace of Swords? 2 of Pentacles. The Tower. Oh, okay. What is this Tower? 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. Tell me more. Okay. 4 of Cups. 9 of Cups in reverse, bottom of the deck. Okay. Don't let me forget that. 4 of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay, so what's going to be done about this? What choice is going to be made about this? Seven of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Wands. Just want to grab 1 or 2 here. Hermit, what does this 6 of Wands represent? What's 6 of, okay. Yeah, 4 of Cups in reverse with Temperance. Okay, that might be way too much. Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Empress, 3 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles, we have Emperor trying to poke out there. This Ace of Pentacles, there was something, some kind of opportunity. For most people here, this is going to be some kind of job opportunity. A promotion, a new job, something that maybe made you move. Something maybe like highly competitive. You have this like fighting for it aspect of 5 of Swords. This was something really hard to achieve. Something that like really monopolized that monopolized your life, your energy. Again, maybe you guys are watching for someone else and this is how they feel. But getting here, getting this was like the only thing in your head for a long time. Initially, we had 10 of Pentacles in reverse, bottom of the deck. It wasn't what you thought it would be. Queen of Pentacles upright is my most unbothered queen, sitting on this throne of stability and abundance, feeling calm and centered. You're nurturing yourself and others. It's feeling like all your needs are met. In reverse, not so much. There's an instability here. With 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's not setting you up for the long-term success you thought it would. You or the person you're watching for thought that once you got this, that would kind of be it, right? Like you achieved the thing. You guys thought this would be this wish fulfillment, dream come true. Like we saw Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, bottom of the deck as we were shuffling. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. I think there was a lot of passion towards this, passionately pursuing this thing, and thinking that there would be all of this inspiration and energy that came from it. But in reality, to achieve this thing, someone had to make a lot of sacrifices. Ten of Swords, painful endings, came out above Four of Wands. Stability, it's happy, committed relationships. Maybe someone had to sacrifice a connection. Maybe someone is just sacrificing their own internal feelings of stability. Maybe both, honestly. This isn't the traditional reading of Ten of Swords, but it feels like this is just the price tag. This Ten of Swords and then Ace of Pentacles followed it. So it feels like there had to be some kind of destruction and ending to get this, right? This opportunity cost you something. You guys aren't resting. Like Four of Swords in reverse. It's costing you sleep for sure. Like losing that internal stability here. Things are out of balance. The truth that's coming out and the truth that's honestly unignorable at this point with Ace of Swords is that the situation is putting you in this like juggling act. So Two of Pentacles is having two different priorities, trying to find like literally the hours in the day to invest into these two things. Quite often I take this as like work and a love life or personal life, maintaining your mental health, whatever it is. And I think initially you or the person you're connected to thought that that was doable. It just wasn't, right? Like, it feels like the situation is taking much more than you anticipated. With Ace of Swords being clarified by Hangman and Eight of Swords, there's been a lot of overthinking about this situation, but a lot of being like stuck in your head, feeling like you're not seeing the situation clearly, but this feels very like willful. Either you or the person you're connected to doesn't really want to admit that this maybe wasn't all it was supposed to be. Because again, there's been sacrifices along the way. This is now making me think of like sunken cost fallacy. Like if you've given so much and something has cost you so much anyway, kind of like, okay, well, I've invested so much, I can't just stop now, I can't walk away now. So you keep sinking more and sacrificing more. Does not want to admit that this was maybe the wrong situation for them. They don't want to admit that this is taking too much or it's not what they thought it would be. That's where there's been this suspension, this overthinking, this mental prison. Not anymore. Like Tower, clarifying Ace of Swords is like this truth is coming out no matter what. Like someone is going to be forced to see this. Like a Tower moment, truth coming out forcibly, making someone realize something. Almost giving like a Tower moment about towers. Someone is not going to be able to lie to themselves anymore. Seven of Swords in reverse. This is sneakiness, strategy, can be manipulation. It can be very internalized. This can be the lies you tell yourself. Someone is going to have to admit the truth to themselves, confess to themselves. Look at all the things you lost in the process. And you're not even happy. You know, maybe someone had to move away for a job opportunity. They left everyone and everything they've ever known, and now they're like miserable in that job. And it's like, you can admit that it's not what you thought and move back. That's okay. Or like Four of Swords in reverse, someone's completely sacrificed their mental well-being in school or in a job. And you can admit that this just isn't working for you. You can switch programs. Some people, maybe they've even sacrificed relationships. For a lot of you, you guys either didn't have the time and energy to invest into a relationship, so you kind of let it go, or someone let you go because they were pursuing something. It's not fulfilling. It's not what they wanted. They almost feel like they created a monster. Again, that like Frankenstein imagery of like, you've created something and you thought you were creating this, and now it's out of your control and it's kind of spiraling and you've lost the plot, and you thought you were signing up for this and you thought this was what you wanted, but you were so busy, like, can I even achieve this? You didn't stop to think like, is this even what I want? You sacrificed so much for this team. It's not the opportunity you thought it was. Maybe it's time to let go. Like Four of Pentacles in reverse twice. Holding on to this so tightly is just causing more pain It's like the longer you're in this situation that isn't truly serving you, the more it's wearing you down. For a long time there's been a withholding. Again, someone doesn't want to admit that this isn't what they thought it would be. The Lovers, which is a card of choice ultimately. So a choice is about to be made. Choice is being made to go where you feel most emotionally fulfilled. Four of Cups in reverse, going towards what actually feels good, what you intuitively feel drawn to, things that fill your cup. Temperance coming out, all about harmony and balance. Doesn't traditionally mean this, but this time it does. This means like a regulated nervous system. Again, whatever this was, it was so dysregulating. There's no rest, there's no fulfillment. Choosing something more balanced. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. There are partnerships and teams and co-worker situations and work opportunities, things that are reciprocal and balanced. Work-life balance exists. Situations where with Hermit you'll have time to regulate yourself, you'll have downtime, you'll have time to yourself. I feel like you are this person, it's like you almost don't even have time to think. So constant. Like, are you ever alone? Do you ever have time to just rest? Honestly, not really. And if given the space and time to rest and reflect, what does victory look like to you? Six of Wands, what is success? It's not this. It's not this thing. You achieve something, honestly, objectively really impressive, but it's come at this price of like destroying everything else. What does Six of Wands actually look like? What is an actual success and victory and positive outcome? Literally a regulated nervous system, actual wish fulfillment, something healthy, something that leaves space for fulfilling relationships, platonic, the relationship with yourself. I don't know if you or the person you're watching this for, relationships just aren't really top priority right now. I think you guys are realizing that you do actually want this. You want this committed, stable, happy, long-term relationship with Four of Wands. Hierophant, also a commitment card. Both of these can be marriage cards. But Hierophant is also about learning lessons. It's self-actualizations. It's aligning with your higher self. It's becoming a better and more mature version of yourself. And I think the huge lesson here is not basing success around like material factors or a label or a job title or a certain amount of money or having a certain degree. It's, are you happy? Are you healthy? Is there balance in your life? And of course, because it's one of my readings, we have all three divine counterpart cards out. Four of Wands, Two of Cups, the Lovers, the passion, the stability, the emotional reciprocity, some kind of soul connection. We saw Empress come out, we saw Emperor kind of peeking out. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Again, if this is you guys, changing your focus from material abundance or a title or whatever, and having that more like holistic approach to success. If you're watching for this person, them stepping into their Emperor energy is going to align with you guys. If this is a relationship that broke down because someone was choosing this goal over everything else, maybe there's an opportunity for reconciliation. Go through some of the signs and synchronicities we have out so far. We have all 4 4s coming out, so you guys might be seeing 444. We have Gemini energy with the Lovers, Virgo energy with Hermit, Taurus with Hierophant, Sagittarius with Temperance, and Aries with the Emperor. That could be your big 3 or this person's big 3, or even these seasons might be relevant in your lives. Like going on with this, okay. Union, Ace of Pentacles in reverse with Awakening, Healing Inner Child in reverse though. Harvest in reverse, bottom of the deck. A lot of you, this awakening and these realizations, this Tower moment, confession, truth coming out, is happening this autumn, going down in Sagittarius season. Or this is just like, again, this isn't what you thought it would be, right? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it isn't the big offer just leading to all of this success and victory and harvest, and now you feel so good and accomplished. Like, it's just not what you thought it would be. I also feel like this situation isn't really conducive to healing. Again, Four of Swords in reverse, there's no real opportunity for rest. Even for some of you, this like materialistic or label-based idea of success is coming from a wounded inner child. Someone's parents only like showed affection after achieving a certain thing. Love wasn't unconditional, your worth wasn't intrinsic to your parents. Your grades have to be a certain number. In sports, like the team has to win. I feel like going so hard for this, and this like winning at all costs kind of mentality was coming from a very wounded inner child place. Again, there's going to be this awakening, this like wake up call. We do have integration and union. They're going to shift someone's priorities here. Yeah, we have distance, retreat, time out. We have rebirth and winter, bottom of the deck. It's going to bring a lot of change in. Distance, retreat, time out. I think one of the examples I said was like maybe someone moved. Maybe this is just the emotional distance caused by separation. Do you think there will be an opportunity to close the distance? You guys are watching this for someone else, and them coming back and being like, I shouldn't have chosen this thing over you. Too little, too late, damage has been done. That's totally fine. You don't need to take this person back. Anything else here? Yeah, disharmony triggers. But this repression in reverse in this situation, it's like it's gone out of control. It's causing so much chaos and destruction in like every other aspect. Something that was being heavily repressed. Someone did not want to admit that because again, sunken cost fallacy. In reverse, again, awakening, wake up call. Too bad. Storm, unexpected, literally basically the tower. You're gonna have to admit all of this to yourself, or they're admitting this to themselves. 222. 2-2 on the timer as we're getting into this. We have action, courage, Jupiter, beginnings, bottom of the deck. This is very, Pluto transformation, higher self activation, toxicity, bound. Okay, family home commitment in reverse. Someone very passionately charging forward towards this thing, really giving it their all. And honestly, like, I do think this was objectively a really difficult thing to do. You can still be really proud that you achieved this, or they can be really proud that they achieved this, but then admit like this just isn't fulfilling. And then it's taking action towards these other areas of life. Pluto and transformation, this is like ego death energy, change through this higher self activation. It's like what I said with Hierophant, aligning with your higher self, learning these lessons. This need to achieve at all costs was a toxic pattern. It was coming from that wounded child space of needing to prove your worth through these external factors. And even if it meant that you couldn't have a functional relationship, even if it meant that you were sacrificing your mental health, it was like, okay. 2 more cards and I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, this masculine, if you guys are watching for masculine, they do have a lot of guilt that they essentially sabotaged. Not so much even like sabotage, but like sacrificed the connection for this job opportunity or whatever it was. There's definitely a lot of guilt there. Literally regret underneath this. Okay. We have Mercury, messages, travel, and communication in reverse. Again, if you guys are watching for someone else, I don't think you're going to get a message about this immediately. With this hermit energy, they're going to have this kind of very internalized epiphany, have this confession to themselves that this isn't what they thought it would be. They are going to kind of like take some space for themselves. They're not going to admit this to you. They have this tower moment. They're not going to call you up like the next day. You guys will get communication eventually though. We also have that travel aspect again. So we have Mercury, Pluto, and Jupiter synastry. Might be relevant. Yeah, literally money. There was a pause because someone was a bit more focused, honestly, on material gains. Someone might be quite strong. Yeah, someone needs to prioritize their emotional safety. Literally, new job and father wound. Okay, someone again needs to prioritize their emotional safety, regulate their nervous system. This new job, this opportunity is not what anyone thought it would be. Childhood trauma, literally inner child healing in reverse, and father wound. If someone is willing to just like mentally destroy themselves, they're willing to sacrifice any other aspect of their life to like get the job that's going to make their father proud. Their father was really, really hard on them. It doesn't matter what the price tag is. Just want to finally make their father proud. Someone might be an avoidant Maybe they have avoidant attachment patterns. Maybe they tend to avoid their own emotions. Someone has a pattern of like pushing down the feelings and just, again, be effective. And maybe someone's father was quite controlling as well. We have flowers, we have art, we have obsessed, spring, Doberman energy, angel. Absolutely obsessed with you, thinks you're absolutely stunning, an absolute angel, work of art. Maybe they'll bring you flowers this spring. We have like Doberman energy, so this person's maybe a bit more like shows their affection through being like protective. Yeah, there's been interference. These patterns, someone might have hazel eyes. This is a whole thing.